Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at the Aurora cruise ship and seeing an exclusive behind the scenes of what each of these different type of cabins look like inside. Now we'll take a look at a few different ones and we'll see the varying different stages of renovation that they are in. Some of these cabins have had a lot of work done to them, and some of them have been left exactly like they were from many years ago. So it'll be interesting to see the different categories along with the different stages of the renovation process. We'll take a step back into history as you can see how cool these cruise ship rooms used to be. Before we get started, welcome if you're new. My name is Alanna from Travel the World A to Z, and I love to share with you all types of videos on cruising, travel, and so much more. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss my next upload. Let's get started and take a look at the first room. So first up here, we have a double occupancy ocean view room. Walking right on in, it is such a treat to see. We can see that they have the beds on each side here, and then we have a nice little window. What's really interesting about this is we are looking out a square window. So this actually is port side of the ship here. And when you turn around, you can see the shelving, perhaps to put some of your belongings and get organized. There's wooden divider to separate the sink from kind of the room here. And then you can see the wallpaper and just how this room would look. Now inside here is a closet where you could hang some of your clothes, perhaps put your luggage in there and get yourself a little bit organized inside. So pretty limited closet space. I didn't see any other cubbies underneath, and the beds are pretty low to the ground too. But what's really fun about this room here is this vintage PA system right in the middle here. You can see the different buttons and the speakers as the announcements would come through. What's cool about this is Chris has told us that he is actually going to keep a lot of the vintage look and make sure that the PAs stay in and keep its vintage appeal, but give it the update that it needs. And we can see the rest of the room here. This room does have a bathroom as well, but we'll move over into the hallway here and we can see another room that is very identical to this as well. Just a little bit of a different wallpaper walking on in, and you can see again, identical with the window and the PA speaker as well. Now that we've seen two rooms so far, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying a blast from the past, seeing vintage wallpaper and what cruise ship rooms looked like. So now we'll take a look at a different type of room here. This is an inside cabin and it actually has bunk beds. How fun. This room hasn't had any work done to it, as you can see, but it actually has the bathroom that is blocked off with the bunk beds here. It's interesting how it has some of the padding around the side of there that make it kind of look like it's upholstery or a couch, but to have the sink inside the room here along with the toilet shut off there, just kind of interesting to see the layout on what was very popular with vintage ships. All right, this is room number 3. Now this room has had a lot more work done to it, and it has a complete like tiki vibe room feel. So we'll walk inside and you can see that it is really different. The countertop is used as a bar space, and there's also a lot of like Polynesian and Hawaiian vibes. So this is a double occupancy with the 2 beds on the side here, and you have a nice window as well that also faces port side, and some cupboard spaces underneath the countertop there. And they have made quite the beverage bar. We also have a closet here as well behind that door to store your belongings, and you can kind of see the amount of storage space that they would have. This room was currently had belongings of a volunteer who was using the ship. And some more of their beverages and stuff for the bar that they've built inside. And then here's a look at what the bathroom looks like inside as well. So currently being used with some storage inside and not actively being used, but just had some belongings. We'll take a look at another room as well here on one of the main floors of the ship here. Walking on in, this room has actually had quite a bit of work done as well. This is a room that Chris really enjoyed renovating and putting it together, that he actually updated the wallpaper and done a lot of work in here. Currently, there is a king bed inside that takes up a lot of room, but Chris is explaining that he would actually like to take that bed out and put in 2 twin beds to make more room and have this cabin be a bit more functional without a very large bed in the middle here. This room also has what is called a Pullman bed. So that is what's going to be up the top above. So a bed will fold down, so it would have triple occupancy in this room. And then there also is a bathroom as well. This room has a lot of great light, and you can see the countertop as well. And then it also has the closet space and then the bathroom as well through there. Currently, this room isn't being used by anybody, so there is some storage items in the bathroom here with these luggages and bags as well. Now, our last room on the ship that we are going to take a look at is another fun one. So this one is actually a suite. So it's a bit larger than the other ones that we've seen. You walk into the room and you have a little seating area. So we have this coffee table and chairs here, along with a little area for perhaps a beverage station or a bar as well. And then a separate room where you kind of walk into the bedroom. Again, we have the window here, good option for some light, and then a big old bed. You can only walk around the one side of it here as the bed takes up a lot of this space, but really cool to see the layout of this room. This is one of the more luxury rooms. Actually, this room was one of the rooms that Baywatch was filmed in. As you may know, the ship actually has been a filming location for a lot of different movies, so very cool. Now, can you imagine looking out these windows and imagining and picturing the destinations that Aurora went to? Now, back in those days, she was called Xanadu, but just close your eyes and picture heading north to Alaska and sailing and seeing glaciers and the beautiful scenery as you peer out the window here and take a look at some of the beautiful, beautiful scenery. Or perhaps you would want to go to a warmer climate and head out to the Greek Isles as well, as she sailed all over Greece. Let me know in the comments below which destination you would rather cruise to on Aurora. Would you rather her take you to the Greek Isles, or would you rather explore Alaska with her? That is honestly a tough choice. Those are honestly a tough choice in my book. I can't wait to hear which you would prefer to sail to. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed seeing the Aurora's different type of cabin categories and the different stages in the renovation process with her. As you can see, it was different stages of how much work needs to be done and work that has already been completed. And check out these other 2 videos that you might enjoy as well. Until next time, ciao for now.